Hello BookTube, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I am Sarah, this is Aussie SFF, and today I'm bringing you my TBR for the O.W.L.S Read-a-thon. So here we go. So the O.W.L.S Read-a-thon is hosted by Book Roast and possibly various other people. This is the first time I've done any of the O.W.L.S or the Newts read-a-thons, and this one is set towards your goal of your career. So there are a few different careers to, sorry about the noise, that would be Colin running around on his rather long nails at the moment. The wizarding careers that I am aiming for is nothing with Muggle studies, and I'll tell you the reason why later on. Right, unfortunately one of the ones that I do want to go for has Muggle studies in it, but it also has everything else, so it's possible that I won't get there. But I want to go for the Alchemist. The Alchemist is as close to my original idea of what I wanted to do in the real world before I became a teacher. I actually have a degree in chemistry. So I thought I'd go for that. It's like going for top marks, but I probably will fall short. So I have a few backups, just like the real world. I am certainly not brave enough to be an aura, nor am I caring enough to be a healer, nor do I like the outdoors enough to be a herbologist, but I am a teacher in real life, so I thought I'd go for Hogwarts professor. I've really got to get that t-shirt that says there was no jobs going at Hogwarts, so I became a Muggle teacher. To become a Hogwarts professor or a professor of magical schools, I'm guessing this is the English version, so I still really want to know what the wizarding school in Australia is called and whether it's, where it is and how it works. I would like, if anyone does know any like documentation on that, please hit me up in the comment section below, because I haven't gone investigating, but I always wanted to hear something about it. To become a professor, you must pass 7 hours in total, a subject you wish to teach, Defense Against the Dark Arts, and 5 additional subjects of your choice. That's my number 1 backup. My number 2 backup is a librarian, because I like reading and I like suggesting books to kids at school, and I do one of my duties in the library, and for that you need the O.W.L.S for Ancient Runes, Arithmancy, Defense Against the Dark Arts, History of Magic, and Transfiguration. Let's get to my books. Okay, there are I think 12 subjects you can take O.W.L.S in. So firstly is Ancient Runes, and that's retellings. I'll go through the lot first. Next is Arithmancy, and that is a book written by more than one author. Astronomy, and that's star in the title. Care of Magical Creatures, and that's with a land animal on the cover. Charms, and that's age line, so you read a book that is in your age range, so adult. Defense Against the Dark Arts is Reducto and reading a book that starts with R. Divination, and that's a book set in the future. Herbology, and that's a book with a plant on the cover. History of Magic, and that's a book published at least 10 years ago. And this is where we come to Muggle Studies, and that is a contemporary. I don't really read contemporary books. I don't know if urban fiction, urban fantasy counts, which I don't think it does. So I just don't read that kind of book. So that's the only one I really can't cover. Potions is the next ingredient, so that is a sequel. And Transfiguration, which is sprayed edges or a red cover. I realised I don't have any books with sprayed edges at all. So my books, I don't know if it's kosher, but my books cover multiple subjects. First book is Fablehaven, Rise of the Evening Star. So this covers astronomy because it's got star in the title. It covers care of magical creatures because it has a frog on the cover. It covers defense against the dark arts because it starts with R. It covers history of magical creatures because history of magic because it's more than 10 years old. And it covers potions, which is because it's the second in the series. So a few on this one. Next is Tith, I think that's how you say it, by Holly Black, a modern fairy tale. So this covers ancient runes as a retelling. This covers history of magic as it's more than 10 years old. And it covers herbology, which is the plant on the cover. Next is Robert Heinlein's Time for the Stars. This one covers astronomy because it has star in the title. This one covers charms because Charms was Ageline, an adult book. It covers divination. It's set in the future. It covers history of magic because it is definitely more than 10 years old. Next is A Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I am late to this party. It covers care of magical creatures because it has a bird on the cover, which I'm technically classifying that as a land animal because it's definitely not a sea animal. Defense against the dark arts because it starts with an R for reducto. Divination because it's set in the future. And transfiguration because it has a red cover. Last is Fire. So this covers a few as well. Retelling, so that is ancient runes. It covers history of magic because it is more than 10 years old. It covers potions because it is the second in the series. So all up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 books to cover me for 10. So on average they're covering 2 a piece, but I've got lots of double ups. The last one is Arithmancy, and that is a book with 2 authors. A lot of my 2 author books I have read. My main option for this was James S.A. Corey because that's actually 2 people working together. The next book in that one, which would also cover a book set in the future and would also cover a sequel. So there was that option, but I think this is pretty hefty for me to read in a month. So I'm going to go with whatever comic book I happen to read and see if it slots in some other places as well. So if you're reading any of these, hit me up in the comment section below. If you know about Australia's wizarding school, that'd be awesome. Hit me up in the comment section below. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and happy reading. Bye.